Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Elle here. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on the eye makeup that I have on right now. It's just a sort of easy colourful cut crease tutorial, because obviously I feel like these kinds of half cut creases, especially with the colours and the matte, it's been very in for a while now. So I thought I would do a tutorial on them because I think they're just super easy to do. It's probably one of my easiest looks, if I'm completely honest, but obviously I know that it's not easy for everyone, so that's why I thought I'd make a tutorial on it. So if you want to follow along, grab your brushes, grab your eyeshadows. You can use any colours, it doesn't have to be green, any colours you want. But yeah, this is what you'll be learning in today's tutorial if you do want to watch and learn how to do a cut crease. Yeah, I'm going to shut up blabbing now, but I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, and also if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because it means the world if you do. I love it when I get a new subscriber. I'm like, oh, it makes me really happy. Like, that's so sad, isn't it? If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, click the little subscription button. I'm going to shut up blabbing now, so if you want to see how I created this eye look, stick around. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, guys. Okay, I've already done my brows and primed my eyes off of camera, because I just think you don't need to keep saying that, it just gets boring after so long. But I did prime my eyes with the Plouise base in the shade number 2, which is what I always use. So we're just going to get cracking with the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the BPerfect times Stacey Marie Carnival Love Tahiti palette. You guys know I absolutely love this palette. It's probably one of my absolute favourite palettes. The first shade that I'm going to be going in with is the shade Forest. It's this first one in the palette, this really dark green. This is probably one of my favourite colours in the palette. Like, I'm obsessed with greens, clearly. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a pencil brush. This is the 230 brush from Zoeva. It's stained pink and blue, just ignore that. So I'm just going to pick some of that product up. And then we're just going to start packing that right into the crease. If you've not got a large lid space, don't worry, you can fake your crease. You can just take it up higher. That's what I do anyway. So I'm just starting to pat this right into the crease, or just above the crease, should I say. And then just start blending it. If you get any eyeshadow on your lid, on your eyelid, honestly it doesn't matter, because we're going to be cleaning it up anyway, so that doesn't matter. Like I have done there, if you can see, it really does not matter, because we're going to be cleaning it up. At this point, all you want to be doing is just really packing that colour on there and getting it nice and dark and intense. Okay, we've got the colour packed on there now. So next I'm going to go in with the shade Tropics, which is this one right here. It's just still a nice green. It's obviously just a lot lighter. And I'm going to go in with a Zoeva 231 brush, which is stained pink, but it looks like this. It's just a bit of a chunkier brush, but it's still good for packing colour on. And all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to overlap and blend this out. So when I'm trying to blend an eyeshadow out, I don't obviously go directly over the top, because it's just going to look muddy. I go above it, but I overlap the colours slightly, and that's how you'll blend them together. I know it looks a bit crazy at first, but when it's all blended out, it will look amazing, trust me. So now we're at this stage, we just need to blend that shade out as well. And I'm going to be using the shade Key Lime. Oh, if I can show you it. So this one right here, which is the shade Key Lime. It's a really nice, bright, sort of like neon green. And I'm going to use a Morphe M573 brush to do this. It looks like this. It's just a much bigger blending brush. Honestly, I think half cut creases are so easy. I think they can look intimidating, but they're so easy when you start doing them. Just blending that out. Make sure you get right on the sort of inner corner as well, because you want it to be nice and blended. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the exact same brushes and the exact same shades, and I'm just going to deepen everything up. I probably say this in every single video that I make, but obviously when you do start blending, you do lose the intensity of the other colours, so you just need to go back in with them just to re-intensify them. I basically say that in every single YouTube video that I make, but that's just what you gotta do. You gotta bring those colours back after you've blended them out. Then we're going to go back in with the mid-tone one to blend that out again. And just do this as many times as you like, just until you are happy with the intensity of the shades and the blend of them as well. Obviously you don't want to overblend though. There is such a thing as overblending, guys. And finally with the lightest shade. So as you can see, I've pretty much finished this eye other than putting mascara and false lashes on. So I'm going to show you everything I did now on this eye. So to start off with, I'm just going to take the first brush that we used, which was, if I can find it, it was the Zoeva 230 brush, the pencil brush, and I'm just going to pick up some of the black now, which is called Black Beach. It's right here in the palette, it's right at the bottom. Oh my god, my palette almost dropped off of the desk, that's not good. I'm just going to pop this into the crease to deepen up the dark green a little bit. Don't be scared of going in with black to darken things up. Using the same brush and going back into the green, I'm just going to blend this out on the edges slightly. And then going back in with that mid-tone green as well. So I want to make sure it's nice and blended. Now I've done that, I'm going to cut my crease now. So this is why I said it doesn't matter if you make a mess and you get eyeshadow on your lid, because we're going to clean it up. So instead of going straight in with the primer or your base to cut the crease, I'm going to go in with either makeup remover, Vaseline, whichever you want to use. I just use eye makeup remover. It's the Mario Badescu one. Like, I don't actually use this for removing my eye. I've only got a little bit left as well. I don't actually use this for removing my eye makeup anymore. I literally just use it for the purpose of cutting my crease. I'll have to buy like something else when this runs out. Just any other eye makeup remover. I'm not really that fussy. So you just get some of that on a cotton bud. I'm just gonna cut the crease with it basically. So just gonna swipe across and remove that eyeshadow. And I'm just going to use the other side of it, which is dry, to wipe all of that off. So we've done that now, and now we'll be going in with the eye base. Using the same brush that we used to apply in the first place, just picking some up. Still got some on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to pat this on. I've got some in this eye. I'm just going to pat this on to the lid like so, and I'm also obviously going to take it up to the line that we've just created. Best off looking down into a mirror. That's what I'm doing. My mirror is like down here. I'm just looking down into it. Just like that. I sort of press and then drag down. With my base, I don't swipe the entire cut crease like I did with the makeup remover. I just sort of tap it and then drag it down. So now that we've cut the crease, we obviously just want to make sure this section is nice and blended, because at the minute it's looking not too great. So I'm just taking the mid-tone green that we used, and I'm going to start feathering this in just to blend it a little bit rather than having a harsh line. And I'm dragging inwards, not outwards, because if I drag outwards, I'm just going to be moving the base and it's going to go patchy and not nice. So I'm sort of dragging in. I'm doing the same with the darker green as well. And also the black. Just so, like we've got the gradient going from the crease upwards, you also want it sort of like this one is, if you can see. Now the lid shade is that light green that we used, but before I do apply it all over the lid, I am still gonna just use it to blend this part here, because it will just sort of help with the blending. Then once you are happy with the blending on the outer corner, I'm just going to take a flat brush. This is a Zoeva 234 brush. It looks like this. And using that lightest green shade that we've been using, I'm going to pick that up on the brush, and I'm just going to start packing this all over the lid. Like so. Making sure I take it right up to that cut crease as well. Right, we've got the lid shade on. We're now going to do a smoky liner. I'm going to use the 237 brush, and I'm going to start off with the darkest green that we used, and I'm just going to blend this across the lash line. Now that I've blended that across the lash line, and as you can see, I do it thicker on the outer corner and thinner on the inner corner. I'm just going to take the brush we used, the mid-tone green on, and I'm just going to run over that just to blend it out. Because this is the key to having the smoky liner, is to blend it out. Using the exact same brush as well, I'm going to pick up some of the black and just press this really close to the lash line and onto the outer corner to connect them. So I'm almost done now. All I've got left to do is the lower lash line and the inner corner. So I'm just going to take a face wipe first and just wipe away any fall down, because that is inevitable when you're working with colourful or dark eyeshadows, or most eyeshadows to be fair. I'm now going to take a black eyeliner pencil. I'm just using Feline from MAC, and I'm going to put this right in my waterline. And obviously we do need to put some primer on the lower lash line as well, so I'm just taking some of the Plouise base right underneath the eye. Taking that smallest brush that we've been using for the lash line, I'm going to pick up some of the black, and I'm going to blend this out on the lower lash line just to smudge out the black eyeliner a little bit. Always make sure you're connecting it as well to the outer corner on the top. And then taking the pencil brush and the darkest green, it's basically a what goes up must come down, so the same shades we used on top we're using underneath the eye now. Same with the mid-tone green and the brush we used previously. I'm just using the same brushes and the same shades as before. And finally the lightest green. Again, if after this, after you've blended them all out, you need to go back and re-intensify any of these, you can do. And then finally, just go to the inner corner now before I put on some lashes, and I'm going to use the pigment, it's not rattlesnake, sorry, it's snake bite from Peaches and Cream. I absolutely love this pigment. I love the Peaches and Cream pigments, they're absolutely stunning. I'm just using, I don't know if this has a number, it's just an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, it's those double-sided ones. I'm just using the smaller side just to apply this. I press it right on that inner corner, like so. Okay, there we go, pretty much done. So I'm just going to go off of camera now to put on some false lashes, finish the rest of my makeup off, and I'll come back to show you the finished look, so I won't be a minute. Okay guys, I am back. This is the finished look. The lashes I'm wearing are the Tatti Lash TL Mitchell Faux Me lashes, because they're my like favourite lashes ever. But yeah, this is the finished look. What do we think? It's like such a simple cut crease, I think. Like you can do this with any colours, you can do it in neutrals, any other like actual colourful colours. You know, just mix it up a little bit, put shimmer shade on there if you want, but like it's really easy to do once you get the hang of it. It's just practicing it. I think they're like, I mean obviously the hardest thing about a cut crease is probably actually cutting a crease, but I also think it's just getting that depth of colour there. I know a lot of people will just sort of like put like just 1 or 2 shades on there and then cut the crease, and I feel like it looks a lot more effective if you've got that really dark crease when you cut it, rather than something that's like light, if that makes sense. I don't know, I know what I mean. I just think it looks more effective when you've got a really dark crease that you've cut, you know. But yeah, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you did, or what other videos you'd like to see. If you want to see more just eye tutorials or full face or whatever it is you want to see, let me know in the comment section down below. If you did like it, please give it a huge thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure you click that little subscription button down below as well. I post videos every single Sunday, so who wouldn't want to watch this face every Sunday? That's a joke. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.